Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist David Paul. It is Sunday, August the 10th, 2025. An update on the weather for the Wiregrass and a look at the tropics also on this Sunday. There's a lot to watch across the Atlantic basin. Let's begin with what we're seeing here in the Wiregrass on this Sunday. Temperatures as of midday are generally in the upper 70s to lower 80s, quite a bit cooler than normal. Our normal high is 93 degrees, and at this hour, most of us are in the 70s and 80s, widespread all the way from Mississippi through Alabama, Georgia, southward there into Florida. These temperatures are well below normal. So locally here, looking at a temperature as of the noon hour at 82 in Dothan, Blakely 83, 79 in Abbeville, 81 Enterprise, 83 there in Shipley, 84 Mariana, 82 Geneva, 79 up there in Laverne at this hour. We're looking at a few clouds coming on through, and we've seen a couple showers here and there as well. I'll switch over to the radar view across the Wiregrass. Deeper moisture is coming in. Most of these showers as of 12:34 are on the light side, kind of rolling in here from the east with that easterly flow ongoing again today across a good chunk of Georgia into Alabama. No lightning strikes showing up anywhere at all in the Wiregrass. Areas south are relatively dry at this hour. A slightly bigger view showing the really deep moisture down there in the Gulf. Showers and some storms, just light showers coming on through Georgia and Alabama. We'll see some of these scattered light showers for today. There's going to be more rainfall as we go through tomorrow. Let me show you the satellite view across the south. This picture really hasn't changed much over the last few days, really. A lot of low clouds continuing to work in from the east, a very unusual pattern for this time of year. Usually we're into pop-up shower and thunderstorm mode here as we go through the first to middle part of August. That deeper moisture again is in the Gulf down there through Florida as we track a big cluster of showers and storms. That's very interesting, isn't it? A very big blow up of storminess during the overnight here into midday on Sunday, and a little bit of a high pressure area on top of that. So think about where we are in the year. It's hurricane season. You've got storminess, you've got high pressure aloft. Could this become a tropical system? I'm still putting this as a very low end chance of this system acquiring some tropical characteristics as it moves northward and then to the northwest as we go into early this week. And this will be bringing us quite a few showers and storms as we go through time. So there's Bradenton and Sarasota. There's look at Cape Coral, the Fort Myers area, Naples and Marco Island. So offshore, we've got this big flare-up of convection. Let me show you the radar imagery for this area because it is very, very active down there in the eastern part of the Gulf. I'll animate this over the past couple hours. Just notice how much storminess is out there. And when we get big storm clusters like this, low pressure can develop, mesoscale convective vortices, and that's basically a spin in the atmosphere. So this does have a little bit of a spin to it. It's over very warm water, and there's high pressure aloft. So from a meteorological standpoint, synoptically, you think, okay, where we are is in August. We've got warm water, we've got some spin, we've got high pressure aloft. We'll have to watch for tropical organization as we go through time. Let me switch over to the modeling here. I want to show you the evolution of this cluster of showers and storms, kind of give you a big view of what we're looking at here using the high resolution rapid refresh model. So it's grasping all that shower and storm activity out there during the morning hours through midday. We're going to see this eventually move northward as we go into the day. 5 p.m. on Sunday, a scattering of showers and maybe a few thunderstorms in the Wiregrass. Not a huge rainmaker for us today, but that deeper moisture will be moving northward as we go through time. To get your bearings, there's the clock up there. So that's midnight heading into Monday. There's the center of that energy offshore of Tampa as we get into Monday morning. Then as we go through the day on Monday, just notice that deeper moisture moving northward, 8, 9, 10, 11 to noontime. Here comes that better rainfall moving into the Big Bend of Florida, into parts of Georgia and southeast Alabama. Just a whole lot of moisture down there in the Gulf. 1, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., some really heavy rainfall moving on through. So if you have any outdoor plans on Monday, your best chance to enjoy dry weather through about midday for the PM hours. Again, a lot of rainfall coming in. We'll zoom in here just a little bit, give you a better idea of what we're looking at as we go through Monday and Monday night. 4 p.m. Monday, 5 p.m., just a lot of scattered rainfall, some of those tropical downpours coming on through. There's going to be a weak area of low pressure here. This model not really revving it up. That's why I have that tropical development chance so low, but it is worth watching as we go through time. There's a look at Monday evening. Now, we could see some lingering showers into the overnight because of that spin in this general area coming ashore in the Panhandle, 10 p.m. on Monday. We'll take this through Monday night and kind of see that spin there moving off to the north as we go through time. Decent rainfall in the central parts of Alabama Tuesday morning at 2. And then just that onshore flow is going to carry more showers and thunderstorms northward as we go through Tuesday morning. 7 o'clock Tuesday morning, a lot of rainfall, but a general onshore flow here. So still the chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday before all of that kind of shifts its way back to the west as we go through time. So a very interesting setup as we get a lot of showers and thunderstorms to move on through the Gulf and then into southeast Alabama as we go through time. I'm going to switch over to what is happening across the entire Atlantic basin. There's a lot to watch out there. Let's begin with this tropical wave that is showing up off the east coast, I should say off the west coast of Africa, the eastern part of the Atlantic Ocean. That's the main area of low pressure that we are watching in the Atlantic. This is that old tropical wave moving northward, just fighting a lot of wind shear, a lot of dry air and dust also. So development odds very, very low. An area of low pressure up here in the Atlantic, but the deep convection is off to the east. That will spin here for a while, then move out to sea. And then close to home, again, that big flare-up of showers and storms down there in the eastern part of the Gulf, offshore of Florida. That will be moving up into our direction. But long range, I'm watching that tropical wave. It's kind of pinwheeling its way northward and then will move westward as we go through time. The center of circulation right in through here, so a very good spin to it. Not a lot of deep convection around the center of circulation yet. So it's not a tropical depression, but will likely become a tropical depression in time as it kind of curves here to the northwest and then moves its way westward as we go through time. The big question is, where does it go down the road, right? Because this will more than likely be the first hurricane of the season. Let me share with you the Google DeepMind AI machine learning model. This is relatively new. It's been out for 2 years, kind of behind the scenes, the first year that we've had access to it to share the information with you. And this model did very, very well. It outperformed the traditional models last year in the Atlantic basin. So very interesting to see how this unfolds as we go through this hurricane season. There's a consensus track off to the west, then curving northward in the Atlantic and then back out to sea. But you see these other dots. So this ensemble is 50 different members. It was trained on 45 years worth of data. 5,000 tropical cyclones were put into this model. So this model, machine learning, it analyzes what happened with those tropical cyclones. How did they form? How did they evolve? Where did they move? What was the atmosphere like around those tropical cyclones and across the Atlantic basin? So it's applying what it has learned from past experience to the current situation and then towards the future. There are 50 different members. The little tweaks are made at the beginning of the run, and then you get the different outputs. So the models really range here, the output dots from the central Atlantic all the way towards the Gulf, but the consensus is somewhere out here in the Atlantic off the coast of the U.S. with that curve northward. Let me show you the European ensembles, which is another good way to forecast. We don't look at individual runs this time of year, and if you see that on social media, just ignore it. Cherry picking one computer model run of one model and showing you a big hurricane somewhere. I've seen a lot of that in the Gulf, a big hurricane moving towards Texas, moving towards the northern Gulf or somewhere along the East Coast. Could happen, but the way to forecast, as a meteorologist, you look at the ensembles, basically, and the AI models, which are pretty good, including that Google DeepMind ensemble. All right, so looking at the European ensembles here, these are 51 different areas. Basically, there are 51 members to this ensemble, and most of them show development with that tropical wave, and most of them, as we get towards the morning of the 20th, somewhere offshore of the U.S., between, say, Bermuda and the east coast of the U.S., some down to the south there towards the Bahamas. There's really no way to pinpoint exactly where this goes, but here's the general thinking of how the atmosphere evolves. High pressure here, high pressure out there as we get towards Monday morning, August 18th at 7 o'clock. The modeling here shows a bit of a split in that area of high pressure. That creates weakness in the atmosphere, and that would create the path northward for that tropical system, which could be a big hurricane at that point, looking towards a week from tomorrow. Will this evolve like this? A lot of the modeling says yes. Now, if this high pressure holds together, that would allow that path to be more towards the west because the weakness is just not there. But any weakness in the atmosphere is where these tropical systems will go in time. So I'm watching that scenario. That's the most likely scenario, somewhere north of the islands, curving northward, then out to sea. I put that chance at better than 50%, but it's not a guarantee. All right. So you know what it's like during tropical season. We've got to keep our eyes on every single storm, every single day, watch the trends and how the atmosphere evolves. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that tropical wave as we go through time. All right. The forecast for tonight for the Wiregrass, 73-hour low, a mostly cloudy sky, a shower possibility overnight. The showers continue into the evening hours before they generally wrap up, but don't rule out a shower for tonight. East winds at 5. Tomorrow, plenty of clouds and plenty of scattered showers and thunderstorms, as you saw, especially for the PM hours on Monday. Our high temperature at 86, well below that normal high, which is in the lower 90s because of the extra cloud cover and the rainfall out there. Wind southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some locally heavy rainfall for the PM hours tomorrow. Over the next 7 days, temperatures will be warming up as we go through time, looking at 87 on Tuesday, 88 on Wednesday, up to 91 on Thursday. Rain chance is still with us Wednesday and Thursday, but more or less scattered activity at that point. And then that rain chance really drops for the end of the week and for the weekend. Friday, 92, partly cloudy skies, a mostly sunny sky. Saturday, 93. On Sunday, looking at a partly cloudy sky, a very low-end rain chance, that high temperature at 94. So finally, some real summer-like air back in here for next weekend. Low temperatures holding pretty steady in the middle 70s, 74 here for Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then a few mornings there in the middle 70s for the end of the week and for the weekend. A lot to watch across the Atlantic basin, a lot to watch locally as we analyze that weak area of low pressure down there in the Gulf that moves northward into the Panhandle. So have the rain gear. Again, some showers out there for Sunday afternoon, but especially for Monday, and pretty good rain chances for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's a check on the weather across the Wiregrass and beyond on this Sunday. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I'm trying to get those subscriber numbers up. I'm going to be pushing a lot of content to YouTube. So if you want the content when it's posted, that's the place to go. It's the easiest place for me to stream and then put it in one spot so you can find it. So please subscribe, spread the word. I'm doing this on a Sunday. I'm technically not working today, right? I'm at home and I'm involved in the weather all the time. So I'm trying to share that information with you as we look at what is happening across the area. So that's it for now. Again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.